Oh, yeah.
We are here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. We were like in another dimension.
Yeah. Watching that video.
Talking about
amazing.
the launch video. There we go. All right, let's fix the angle slightly. Maybe that. Maybe that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Push it along a little bit more. How's that, guys? We'll fix it as we go. How's everyone doing? Look at that. Chili. Jamie Slays, John. Jenna, welcome. Chris, good afternoon. And even Boy. Can't even read that surname. How are you being, Tim?
Very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. I thought that was the... no, imagine that. Excellent. Good day indeed. So, yeah, today's going to be a fun one. Hey, Lewis. Yeah, we'll have to see what you think of Lumos. It's been pretty wild. Pretty wild. John is here as well. What is my fault? It's all my fault. There we go. Great to see John here as well. Maybe some tracks today, maybe some jamming.
So. Yeah.
But also plugging into Lumos and some tones, see what we think.
Make some stuff.
That'll be the sort of theme of today. Obviously, yesterday, PolyChrome DSP, we released a brand new product. It's called Lumos, and as you may have seen in that intro, it's pretty action-packed. It's got a lot of stuff going on. It's based on an amazing amp with 4 channels, starting off with console, then the clean channel, and then as we get into the rhythm channel, we get some gain, and it's just got this amazing feel. And then you crank it up into the lead channel. But that's not all, because one of the late additions that we added, and I don't even know if you've had much time to play with this, is in the clean and console channels, we have a super clean switch, which is something that we added literally days before launch. And it means if you have guitars with like hot humbuckers, you can get like a really sparkly, nice clean tone without that breakup sound.
Excellent.
So that's really, really cool. And the effects, duo shift, brand new effects, auto, funky pedals with the I have to have a button for each effect. I only have one master button that shows the whole UI.
Yeah.
60 second. As the stream goes. But speaking of streaming, there's going to be some real updates to the setup soon. So I know you've been using Morningstar MC6.
MC6, great bit of kit.
You were maybe one of the first guys to get the Pro version that I know.
Yeah.
You have the Pro, right?
Yeah. So I must have got. I think I got it. Yeah, I got it when it first came out.
Yeah, and so in the recent shorts and Instagram posts you might have seen on my desk, I have an MC8 Pro by Morningstar, and well, I've decided I can't go back to a regular controller ever again, because the MC8 Pro, when you see that visual feedback, it's just like, oh, it's great. As you'll know from really the MC6 Pro. So I have on the floor here 2 MC8s, which have been absolutely incredible for this stream. But at the same time, I've put a lot of work into the new portable backpack rig.
Yeah.
So the upstairs rig is going to follow suit. So that's going to be really, really cool. So that's going to be a nice change real soon. Can't wait to hear some of the effects on his live streams. Yes, yeah. So I should have today. We'll go through some tones and question and answers for both of us on Lumos, and I should have Lumos fully integrated into my live, as in like all the switching and presets.
Yeah.
By the next stream.
Same here.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, because it's my main. Well, yeah, I'll be using mine from Monday onwards. Will be my main.
Will be in sync.
Will be my main sound.
Yeah. Lumos. So Lumos is this guy, and that's what came out yesterday. So PolyChromeDSP.com, you can take a demo of it, check it out for yourself. But overnight and today and last night after the launch, the feedback has been absolutely wild. I see on Discord people are already pushing it to the max with like heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Chili was doing like Aussie stuff, and it sounds legit. Like I'm all surprised and like because I spent so much time with these products during the development phase, and then someone like Chili comes along, and then all of a sudden he's like doing stuff that, oh, I never tried that yet, and it's sounding amazing for that. That's always fun. Hey, Mike. Oh, Mike's already promising something different. All right, okay. All right. So let's. Yeah, great to see you, John. So I think we should just grab a guitar and jump right in. I've been enjoying the Delos recently. I don't know if it's because of the vibes. I mean, I've always liked the Delos Strat style.
What do you like about it?
I really like the HSS Fishman Fluence.
Right.
It's got the classic and then the 2 single coils with a 5-way switch.
Mm-hmm.
And those pickups, I mean, obviously the guitar is nice itself, but I just really like the sound of like the HSS pickups.
Yeah, I've been really liking the sound of splits.
Hey, Sean. Tim, I need to make sure we've got a good headshot here. So keep telling what you like.
Yes,
the
I
sound
like.
split.
Well, I've just happened to my ears been thrown onto it, and I've been using split sounds for a while now.
Splits, yeah.
Yeah, just like them.
Yeah, I've always been a fan. Even with like tight, heavy, like the Black Line riff, Black Line riff is probably even a good example of that, because it's a heavy riff, but it's got a lot of gain, but it's also using a split.
Yeah, I don't know, it's like the chimey attack of it. I like.
Yeah. It's very modern.
Yeah.
But if you get like the right pickup, the right amp and gate, works really well. Yeah. So I'm gonna grab a guitar. Guys, how's the levels on the mics versus background music and stuff like that? Let us know. We're gonna try a couple of different angles today, I guess, and jump into some screen sharing. I need to set that up, so that will be interesting. I need to get that running, but that shouldn't be a problem. I'll grab a Delos here. On the launch, well, on my deep dive launch video anyway, I got the original LNG gem out.
All right, yeah.
Still got it. Guys, how long has it been now? It's like late 80s, that model.
I'm tempted to get mine out of the.
You have one?
Loft. I've got it. Yeah, I've got like an Ibanez 640.
Oh man! If you have an old RG,
you should
get it out. Get it out.
Early 90s.
Yeah.
But mine's it's 2 single coils and a humbucker.
Oh, so it's HSS as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Levels are you saying nominal? Nominal? Okay, good. So the launch video with Andre was super cool because it was an interesting shoot. I was on WhatsApp
while he was doing the shoot.
While he's in the studio with a production team, there was two different camera operators, and we just finished writing. Well, Andre had finished writing the track, but obviously I needed to like make sure it was like the right vibe for the song, for the launch song. So it was like decisions on the spot and just go with it. Get the camera angles. All right, move this camera around. Send the test footage on WhatsApp. It was wild. I've never directed like a.
So how long were you on WhatsApp call for?
Not crazy amounts of time. There was more like loads of incoming test footage.
Right.
But Andre is just like absolutely phenomenal. So the thing that I found really the coolest thing about the launch video for Lumos is he had Ableton Live, and obviously this final version of the plugin wasn't running. So he loves using Nunchuck.
Right.
So for the gain stuff, he was basically using Nunchuck live on set. But all of the guitar rhythm takes, the lead takes, everything that you see in the video was recorded live for the video. It wasn't like a playthrough. So every bit of like note, vibrato, he was recording those takes direct into Ableton. So to get the performance on like the video and the takes and say that's the takes you're getting. And I did a video, two actually, from McRocklin.com, 2 exclusives. One is the behind the scenes of the mixing of Andre's guitar parts. And we listen to all his DI, and then we run them through Lumos, and you hear the final version come to light. Production was incredible. Yeah, I think it turned out well, yeah. And the other one is, the other exclusive on McRocklin.com is behind the actual video, so you see all of the raw video takes direct from the cameras and stuff.
So was it shot in sections? So you'll have gone, this is the heavy lead section, and then he's done that for like 16 bars. Yeah. And then next shoot.
Yeah. So basically compiling all of the recorded parts in literally like 1 or 2 takes.
And then did you storyboard?
No, well,
each sound that he was going to use.
Yeah, right. So we had that sort of, like, this is going to be your clean, use this sort of background, the blue background, and then the red was going to be for like heavier and leads. And then we actually didn't shoot the intro because we hadn't really added the ambient part of the plugin. So at the beginning, where he's got like this real black, dark room with just a little bit of green lighting, we did that like a month later, because then the plugin had now like the shimmer and the hold and the ambience. It's like, we need to show that a little bit. So then we went back with the same team and then shot that one Saturday morning.
That's really interesting. Did you not find it stressful at the time?
I mean, you kind of have to like trust the process. Yeah, like, you know, I know what I can do with video production, and I know what he can do as a guitar player and a musician. And we had 2, you know, good camera operators and a good location. So as long as I was getting that test footage coming in on WhatsApp to change the angles so we could get stuff that worked, it was just let him go.
Right.
Just like, you know. Those exclusives were so good to see. Oh, glad you liked them, Chris. Yeah, I got those wrapped up like 3-4 weeks ago because we've been finishing the details. But yeah, there's like over 60 minutes of exclusives on McRocklin.com, which is, one is on the audio production of Lumos with all Andre's DIs and everything, just you hear it. You see how he's actually recorded it all. And they're all just like straight up takes. There's no edits. It's like live from his guitar. It's yeah, he's great. Really, really cool. Yeah, that's a tough job. What's the plugin based on? So all of the amps are custom design. I mean, they have like influences from, you know, maybe the clean channel has a little bit of a Fender / Vox, and a little bit of, when you go in the super clean mode, it might have inspiration, but it's not designed to be like a replica of a certain amplifier. Like, it's not meant to be like a Matchless or a Fender Princeton or anything like that. But because you get the console, the clean, the rhythm, and the lead channel, there's a lot of different flavors to go at. But there's a couple of things that I really wanted. You remember back in the Trinity Heights days when we used to hang out there? So I used to plug my guitar into the console a lot, the desk.
Yeah.
So that was like the influence for the console.
Yeah, I used to do that.
Did you?
Yeah. Grungy intros for stuff, stick it through the desk.
I used to really like the sound of his mixing desk, the EQ, everything. So that was like the influence for console in the console. And everything else is not related to that, but yeah, that was like the backstory on the console. Lumos demo send. Oh, what have you sent? You sent something on Discord, Mike? I'll have to check that out. Remind me in just a second. Yeah, I'll fire that up. The production was incredible. The song itself is very good. Yeah, Andre is he's great. You should definitely keep up with Andre. And if you're new here, don't forget Tim's channel is also linked in the description of this video. Keep up with Tim on his channel. All right, so let's fire up some guitars first of all, see what we have. You have probably your default tones.
Yep.
From Nunchuck.
Nunchuck.
And let's just see that I have. Oh, I'm so excited. I found a brand new packet of pics today. Look at that. Oh, that's not going to focus. That's not going to focus neither. All the cameras today are manual focus.
Which do you prefer, the brown ones or the blue ones?
Usually the prime tone brown. Yeah. But
it's really strange. I mean, I went from like really not liking the blue ones to then.
You like the blue ones?
The blue ones I prefer. Mm-hmm.
So we won't probably be able to jam with these two guitars, Tim. You know why?
Why is that?
Because I'm in E flat with this guitar. So we'll be clashing like crazy. Yeah. Okay. Currently playing with the Lumos demo. It's utterly incredible, but I'm trying to. That's what a lot of people have been saying. But a lot of people have been broken overnight. Mm-hmm. They're trying to resist.
Don't resist.
I bought it yesterday after some strong testings. I'm finding my settings, but why can't we not have all the presets in the demo? So the demo is actually a different version of the plugin to the full release, and the demo only has certain presets because it's to do with the way that we share the presets. It's to do with the preset systems. But we try and make sure that in the demo presets, and we actually give more presets. I think we give 21 with Lumos, which is more than we have done previously. And that should really give you a very good flavor of what everything can do. Bear in mind that there's no other restrictions apart from the silence every 3 seconds. Everything else is free for you to go absolutely wild and create all the tones. But yeah, that is the reason. Glad you got it, Marcus, and enjoying it. All right, so. Okay, well, actually, before we go too crazy on the door, then, maybe we can answer a couple of questions if you have anything on Lumos or any other plugins. Alex is asking, also really technical question, the placement of shape EQ in the pre-position. Ooh. I think it's pre-drive. I would need to check that. But I think it's actually pre-drive. As in,
I would imagine it would be that because you'd want it to affect everything in the chain.
It's right up front, yeah. And just when we start chatting and getting into the DAW stuff especially, please do put a Q question. What was the inspiration for the name of the plugin? Well, now you're going to find out, me and Luca, the type of conversations that we have pre-coffee when we're both hallucinating. This plugin, it's got a certain sound and shape, and have you ever had a morning where your coffee machine's just hasn't came on the timer and your coffee's not kicked? Are you a coffee drinker too?
I am. I've had times where, because I don't have a coffee machine, where I've opened the fridge and there's been no milk. A similar situation.
Similar situation, yeah. I have my machine like timed, and some nights I'll have it on time, but I haven't switched on the plug. Oh. And I go down, and I'm like, I've got to speak to Luca in 5 minutes too.
Yeah.
Oh, the worst. Yeah. So Bradley, the name of the plugin actually changed over time. It had a working title, then it had another complete different name until it was about 70 or 80%. And then the final couple of things that we added and tweaked, it really became about Lumos, and that's when we bounced a bunch of different ideas, and then Lumos was the one that stuck. I really wish you came out with every... Oh, you spent it on the wrong company. They've spent it on the wrong company. Okay. How does the shimmer differ? Oh, that's a really good question. So the shimmer is completely different because it is actually a shimmer. On the McRocklin suite, it doesn't have a shimmer. It has grain delays, which are pitched, and then if you place them before the longer reverbs, you get a shimmer-like effect. But Lumos has a dedicated shimmer which runs into one of the 3 reverbs. In particular, Space and Dream are like epic. So yeah, two different effects. Yeah, we wanted like that, like real nice pastel retro design, and yeah, the color schema is like, it was always that from the very, very early days. We've had different looks of the amps, and different features have come and gone. It's especially gotten larger actually since like the very early concept for Lumos. But yeah, the colors always remained that sort of vintage, almost like sea foam, but not quite.
Yeah,
really cool. I like it. So. Yeah. JC, can you give some info on PolyChrome in general? How's it going? What's in the future? So PolyChrome, obviously we're still a very young company, just a couple of years old at this point, and also have a handful of amazing products and some amazing technology. I think in the next year or so, maybe it's before that, you're going to see some real big surprises. Big surprise. Who doesn't like big surprises?
Everybody likes big.
Everyone likes big surprises. But right now we're still like, we have so many ideas. It's like, it's very difficult to choose where we put our energy because we're still a very small team. But overall, it's going absolutely fantastic. People are loving the plugins, and I think people are hearing and feeling the love and care that we put into the plugins. You know, it's like the amp designs, gosh, like it always almost starts with amp design. It's like, it's got to be like something that makes you want to play and not put your guitar down.
Yeah.
So yeah. Is Duo Shift conceptually closer to Hypertune or Explode? It's probably more closer to the Octaver and Nunchuck than Hypertune. Hypertune, if you just want the best transposer and you can use it as an octaver, Hypertune is amazing. But obviously when we put all these things together inside of, say, Nunchuck, for example, or even Lumos, when we have Hypertune, Duo Shift, pitch products, like we have to think about people with like 7-year-old or 6-year-old computers, you know,
yeah.
Maybe not the flagship models from back then as well. So we have to be careful about pitch products all in one product. As in, we could easily go crazy and overload older machines. Yeah, yeah. So it's like always a fine balance. But if you just want like the ultimate transposer, Hypertune is still the way to do that. But so I'd say Duo Shift, it's closer to Nunchuck's Octaver, but obviously it's different because it has 2 simultaneous pitch shifters running, which is really, really cool for like pads and new voicing on chords. I don't know if you've played much with Duo Shift yet.
Loads, yeah.
It's cool.
In fact, there's one of the presets I really like.
PolyChrome has 5 effects packages to choose from. If someone had to choose only one of the 5, which would you recommend? Zenflay, I would say it really depends on what kind of music you lean into. You know, like for sheer versatility, it's still difficult to beat the McRocklin suite. But if you like more of an amp feel, then I would say Lumos, Nunchuck, or probably the 2 to go for. And then if you like, all right, I like amps, but I'm all about heavy. I'm gonna riff it out every day and smash the kitchen up every day. Then it's gotta be Nutcracker, right?
Yeah,
you know, it's like, it really depends what you're into, but each product is very different in the way that it feels, it responds and stuff, you know? Do you have a favorite so far, Tim?
Well, Nunchuck's always been my favorite, but Lumos is my favorite now.
Oh, a new favorite.
It is a favorite.
Come on, that deserves a horn.
So I've been using it a lot, like all my practicing sessions.
You use it.
It's been that.
It's probably what I played through almost exclusively for like a couple of months now, because like, you know, those final testing phases, you know, I'm playing like 6, 7, 8 hours a day and then tweaking for hours a day. So yeah. You like, was it the deep dive, Chris? I'm glad anyway, whatever video it was that you saw. Okay, let's scroll back because there is a couple of questions, and then we'll do maybe 2 more, and then because you guys are putting Q:, once we get into the actual door sharing, and we'll hopefully keep on top of the questions, but if not, we'll revisit in a little bit. But Sean was asking, is there a, the viscering feeling of the grain of the distortion? Is there an industry term? I would say that was something that you were talking a bit about earlier, wasn't it? The feel on your fingers, the sort of, because...
Yeah, it's very responsive.
Yeah, and I was thinking about players like yourself when I was making the amps for especially the rhythm and lead channels, because with Lumos, it's like, I'm not going to say it's like cheating, but it makes it so much easier for like legato playing. You still get lovely pick attack, but it's very easy to like flow around the neck.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's just really, really good on the fingers, especially if you're like into longer lines and stuff. Obviously you can do tighter attack stuff, but I think that's the first thing that you'll notice. It feels like there's an amp like dialed up in front of you. You get that like response back in the fingers. So I don't know if there is a technical term for that, Sean. I'll just put it down to like
feedback
and
just a physical
feeling and
feedback.
Yeah, but it's definitely got something about it which is really, really cool. Thank you, mate. That'll be like a crazy noise.
Well, Alan Holds have had a track, didn't he? Metal Fatigue.
Yeah, and it's got like...
It's got a harmonizer. It's got the...
Maybe similar sound, yeah. I own Nutcracker myself. I know that I've tried all the plugins. Nutcracker might be the most perfect plugin. I cannot complain about anything in Nutcracker. That's really good coverage because you've got the extreme heavy. Nutcracker has a little bit of an interesting side because with the gain intelligence, it allows you to go super, super clean. And when you use speaker voice edit, you can like create acoustic tones, which you just wouldn't expect from like such a heavy plugin. But if you have Nutcracker and Lumos, you're at like the two opposite ends there. That's a nice balance, you know. The natural sustain. There you go. There we go. Lumos gives your playing an advantage. There we go. Yeah. You like the deep dive. Okay. Awesome. Well, let's pause the track, guys. Let's reposition. Hopefully the GoPro will still sort of work over here.
Over there.
Yeah. Okay, so we don't really have the MIDI controllers set up yet. So what I'm going to do though is set up a little screen sharing session here. I'm just going to jump in the preview mode, so you guys probably won't check. There we go, that's working. Back to live edit mode. Okay, bingo, bango, here we go. And I might add a top-down view with me and Tim on the GoPro. How's that sound? Keep those questions with the Q colons coming, guys, and then I will we'll search for those in just a little bit. So I'm just going to switch one of the cameras here. That one. Widen it up, Tim. Maybe change the shape. Not a square. Have something wide.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, and then maybe as well trim the sides. And then this one we'll get rid of. And then we'll jump into an audio track here. Here is Lumos here. And I'll do the same for you. So here is Tim's track, guest guitar. And I'll turn off his normal instance of nunchuck. And we'll turn on his Lumos. So Lumos is what you want to be using on future live streams, or have you started to integrate it yet? Or
it's going in officially, so I've been practicing with it.
Ah, okay.
It's going in. Well, it's actually in there now, so.
Nice. So this is a live. This is like a lead tone that you've been using.
Yeah, I think this is like one of the latest ones.
Okay.
So it's nicely taking the picking and the legato.
Yeah. So try some. Okay, so that is using the Hutch lead 2. Now this one is a preset that Hutch just sent over before he came over today. Hutch does have presets in the beta team section here. He was one of the testers. We had just a handful of testers with this one, apart from our own internal team. And with other plugins, we had a much larger beta testing team. And also with Lumos, we didn't send it out to any artists prior to launch. We kept it so tight. With Nutcracker, we sent it out to a lot of artists, but with Lumos, completely under wraps. So just to stop anybody getting excited and posting early, which sometimes happens. But this particular preset, if you're not on the PolyChrome DSP Discord, feel free to hop on there. It's polychromedsp.com/Discord. And this preset, I'll make sure you can get it after the live stream ends today. There was another preset that you sent out too. What was that, Hutch?
That was just a clean.
What was it called?
Multi-clean.
Multi-clean?
Yeah.
Awesome. So if you guys want those two presets, just jump on the Discord and I will send it over. So I'll jump into my track here and we'll have a little run through it, and then maybe if you keep an eye on any comments and stuff as well, like grab your attention. I'll put the chat here and zoom in a bit so we can scroll and keep an eye on it, and then I'll... Okay. That's definitely not Lumos. Let me turn off my nunchuck track. Mute the track. Mute the McRocklin suite. So yeah, next week I'll have all of this actually completely integrated into the live stream setup. So the MC8 Pro, I'll be able to push a button, it'll switch to a certain preset, switch that plugin, and it'll be able to jump right into Nunchuck, a certain preset, back into the McRocklin suite. And this is what I've been configuring over the last couple of weeks, and it's just absolutely amazing. But this live stream setup in Ableton, you can see the version number on the top of the set is version 14.2, Tim. So it's been evolving over the last 5 years. Cool. Just so you know, there's a lot of noise from the mics when you're speaking. Oh, what mic is it? Check. How is that, Cooper's? Is anyone else getting any issues? Let me know about the mics, guys.
Okay.
If there was like some banging or some rustling, we'll see if we can get to the bottom of that. How does this plugin sound with Fishman Fluence? So Tim is using Fishman Fluence on his guitar. And this guitar also has Fishman Fluence, so absolutely amazing, and it's one of the main sets of pickups that was used during the development, as well as things like Strats, Texas Special pickups, the old Path Pros, Tone Zones, and some old school Ibanez Gems, like old DiMarzio pickups. So it's been tested with lots of different guitars and lots of different tunings and various input stages. Should work great, but I use Fishman Fluence for all of my main guitars, so you should be right, perfectly dialed in. Hey, Brad. Okay, we're good. I think the mic is fine. Okay, awesome. Right, so let me turn on Lumos here. I'll get the guitar input coming in. So as you get into the clean tones, starting off, I mean, there's a 12-string preset, but starting off with the main presets in the clean category. So that is using the console, and the console with just a little bit of drive feels very, very amp-like. So it's almost like having two different clean channels. If we scoot ahead a little bit and find one of the first big what's that called? Bright Thunder. Another one. So when you take the console and you have a speaker on it, and there's 5 dedicated console speakers, as well as 5 for the clean, rhythm, and lead, so 20 in total. The speakers are generally smaller speakers for the console, 1x8s to 1x10s, and then we get into 2x12s, 2x10s for the clean. Most of the rhythm and leads are all 4x12, so you get a bigger kind of sound, which is more fitting for the rhythm and lead channels. Yeah, so going through the presets, loads of cleans. You can see you got that logo, which means all these are favorited. Now, I've never favorited so many presets in one plugin, because usually it's like 5, 6, 7, or 8 favorites. But you can see like I've got tons of favorites already. And as we get into some of the dirtier sounds, and as you crank the gain, it just responds super, super cool. Alright, so rather than me going into like a deep dive, and we've got Tim here with his Osiris, and if there's certain tones that you would like to hear or have certain questions, now we've got the chat over here. Fire them in and we'll try and keep it as themed around the Q&A as possible. And likewise, Tim, if you've got anything that you've spotted and you get in and you want a certain tone loaded.
Well, what I'm interested in, because I really like vaporwave. It's like maybe lo-fi, clean, possibly ambient, and there's one particular. If you go to the pedals on the second page, so something lo-fi with wonky tuning.
Yeah, let me show you a preset that I think you might dig, and I'll load it on your one as well. I'm not sure if it's in the ambient or cleans. There's one called VHS Chords, which I know is.
definitely low. That's lo-fi chill.
Yeah. You put a little beat. Oh, where the beat's gone? Oh, these are actual tracks.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, it's not really synthwave. I think there is some synthwave beats somewhere. But yeah, the where's the actual Lumos track? Yeah.
So that's great, something like that. But then I want to hear the duo shift on it.
Okay. That's a good idea. Let's crank it up a little bit more. So I really like 7.
Can we stick -4 octave 1? See what happens.
You can hear it wobbling a bit there as well from the vibes pedal.
Yeah.
So -4 and
Let's see what that's like.
try the other way, 5 and 7. Yeah, I really like dual shift for those simple voicings and like really expanding them.
Yeah.
Under the delay and spill, what does that do? That's a great question as well, because that is something that's new for Lumos, and I don't think I have them assigned to a sustain pedal, which I will do in the next session. But basically, if we have a bunch of feedback here on the delay, and we play a chord, this is just a default preset. Let's speed it up a bit. Now, if I turn that delay off, it cuts it off right away. If I turn on the delay spill, it still continues. So it's really cool. Like, let's say we've got a little bit of spring verb, and let's just crank that gain a tad. And I do a little chord. So I really like having that assigned to a sustain pedal on the floor, because you can do these like chord accents and the notes still repeat. So if you do that with like Dream, for example, with like a real long setting and you turn on the reverb spill, the same, if I play a chord and I don't have spill on, it just stops it dead. But if I leave that on, I hit a chord, you know, you get the spill.
Can we do something with the hold on the reverb?
Yeah.
Let's give that a shot. Can we just have a listen to the hold? Yeah, that's good.
Just very chill. It's filtered a little bit, so it's like, and it's also separate to the reverb itself. We played around with feeding it into the reverb, but then if you have like really long reverbs and then you stop it, you get these kind of decays. Thank you, Chili. That would be great. That would be great.
What happens if you do a hold on a clean, but then decide you're going to use a drive pedal? You know, if you've got a setup where, because like one of the things I really like about this is you can have a clean, and you can have quite a heavy tone as well, just off the drive pedal.
Yeah. Yeah. Like right there, I could say.
So that's very cool.
back and play a different chord, like jump into
Yeah,
it.
because like I've got a hold pedal, like a proper one, like on my pedal board. As soon as I change my tone, basically what I'm holding changes as well.
Ah,
So if I'm
okay.
clean, I have to stay clean. So if I flick it onto distortion, it just sounds an absolute
Gotcha.
mess. So this is really good.
For like jam situations,
Yeah.
especially when you assign these to buttons on a controller, that's where it's like super, super cool.
So that's what's going to be happening.
Yep.
It's going to have a button.
So yeah. So definitely get that assigned. You can right-click MIDI learn, and it's really cool. And yeah, for just playing, and you don't need the reverb on. The whole just will.
So what is it holding? Just a section of the actual chord there.
A little bit of the cross-faded chord, yeah. I really like to do the part where your chords decayed a little bit.
Right.
So then you don't get any of the...
It's looping the body.
Yeah, I really like that. And then if you wanted to include some shimmer on top of the reverb...
So how much of the audio does it take and loop?
It's probably like 200 milliseconds or so. Yeah, we tried shorter and longer, but that's the sort of length that we went with.
It's interesting that no clipping occurs.
You could probably, if you loop it and you maybe loop it on like the you probably can. So if you like, yeah, but even that, yeah, it's pretty smooth.
It's smooth, isn't it?
Yeah, somebody was just asking real quick about the input settings. If you go to the preferences, you can do input calibration. There's also a new feature called spring power. I like to leave it on auto, but what that does is it automatically disengages the pedal when you go to 0. So it means when you turn the amount on the amp, no matter what preset, you'll always get that spring reverb kicking in. And I really like that spring reverb.
So while we're on the spring reverb, something I'm always interested in is sort of your logic behind using two reverbs, spring and the other reverb.
Yeah.
Because you use one for the front end, don't you, and then one for the body.
Yeah, I really like the combination of shop and spring together, because especially the long spring.
So how would you have that's on the long spring, so is the other reverb, is that just going to do a short time?
Yeah, like, so now we
So it's almost like the early reflection.
Yeah, you can hear now it's a little bit wider.
So you could have the front end with the short.
Yeah, if we went to like a longer one here, maybe filter it a bit, really push the time. Now we've got a short spring. Yeah, that's really nice. I haven't tried it too much in that direction.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I would see it, like using the spring as the short.
Yeah.
And then using that, because the other thing with doing it that way is then you've got the shimmer, you can let's add a bit of shimmer on top of it.
Let's try it, yeah.
So it's just like that reverb, the gold one's all just about the decay, isn't it?
That's nice. How would you say this compares to the McRocklin suite? It's very, very different to the McRocklin suite. It's completely different amps. There's no shared pre-effects, post-effects. Everything is different. So, in tones though, you were talking about this a little bit earlier, Tim, in terms of like you're like, you love things that feel a certain way on your fingers and your hands, and you will gravitate more towards Lumos in terms of for a feel.
Absolutely, the feedback I get off it's much more dynamic to my playing.
Can't change cameras.
Bye on.
I don't know why it's not changing to the GoPro. It's that one. Nope, that's that one. That one. That one. But it's not changing to the GoPro. We'll do it manually. But yeah, so you were gravitating more towards Lumos from a feel point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it makes sense because obviously, like, Lumos really is, it started off probably almost 2 years ago with the amp design, and then once we had like an amp that was like really inspiring to play, then it's like, okay, we've got something that can be built from this.
Yeah. I think it's just sitting really well with me because like I'm getting really into using a lot of different techniques. I mean, there's the hybrid, there's the sweep picking, there's economy picking, there's alternate pick, there's all these things which are giving me different dynamics, so that amp makes a lot of sense, you know. Yeah. Because you want each note to sound a bit different and have a different character. So yeah, that's what I'm getting off that. You know, I feel like it's listening to me more. Yeah, that makes sense. But ultimately, I would try both. Try the demos. That's what the demos are there for, so you guys can jump in and see what works for you. You know, Nunchuck. You know, the last couple of months or so, we've been using Nunchuck for all of your tones, but then in the next couple of weeks we might jump over to Lumos and a mixture of like, you might want like the acoustic sounds from the McRocklin suite, and then afterglow type of sounds, and then jump in between the two. I think it'll be really interesting to see how I go between Nunchuck and Lumos. At the minute, Lumos, I'm just leaning into that loads because I love it. But yeah, it'll be an interesting. I'm going to see if I can fix that scene issue so we can keep jumping back and forward. So GoPro cam. I don't know what cam that's going to show. GoPro cam. Let's see. Change that one. Nope. To that one. That one to that one. There we go. Okay, we're back in camera switching mode. There we go. I like it, Chris. Yeah. All right. Let's jump back in and maybe try some of the more progressive, heavier sounds. And do you want me fire up your instance? Yeah, let's do it. And then we'll hear Tim with some more riff. There we go. So if you go to the mid-gain stuff, mid-gain presets, sorry, this is where you'll find most of the heavier type of tones. And try something like wide chords. Just want to check on the levels, guys. Is that too hot? Because I'm getting a little bit of red, but I don't know if it's clipping on the stream or not. And whilst we are waiting for that, I'm going to change over to a headless guitar, so I hopefully don't spin around and we're also in the same tuning. Let me know about the
the levels, guys. Can't remember which one had the battery that got taken out of, or maybe this one's good. We shall see. A tad hot. Okay, let's just back that down just slightly. Oh, before we that's funny, Tim's hot. I wanted to just show you one of the ambient tones that I was playing around with, and I think it caught a lot of people by surprise on the deep dive. If we go into the ambient section here, there's two presets called Solar Flare Jam. One's called Deep, and the reason it's called Deep is because it has hypertune, well, duo shift, pulling it down an octave. And then you can hear some shimmer in the background, and it's using the dream verb, and the combination of the shimmer with the octave down really cool for like pads and stuff. But if you didn't want the deep aspect of it, just jump back a preset. Actually, you heard the reverb still continuing as we change presets, which is pretty cool. You want to try jamming over that? If I get you an ambient lead, C sharp minor. Let me get you a kind of epic-y ambient lead. Ooh, yeah, you can do that as well. Like, there's a couple of presets which are really big, distorted ambient tones. But let's load a... I don't know if we need to get something from the ambient. Let's just try from the leads. Try deep lines, see? Presets like that up on the presets, because it's like we could jam for that over that, yeah. Like yeah. Cooper's Music was asking how would sound a shimmer on a lead channel, and I think there is a couple that is already set up like that. I'm trying to. I think it was maybe Fear Chase.
Is that mine?
Was that your guitar?
Oh yeah, it's got a bit of something.
Well, my guitar went off. No, that's the same.
It's like a shimmer on it.
Gonna mute yours for a second. My guitar totally went off. I don't know what I did. Maybe I muted the input or something. So that's using shimmer with a little bit of compression afterwards, so you hear like that expansion. And also it's using duo shift up and down together. Pretty cool. I think Cyber Love is similar. Do you still have your tone on?
Yep.
I'll change your tone as well. Yep. To maybe something like a low gain?
Mm-hmm.
Creamy, dreamily, try that. F sharp minus, yeah? To get these like actually integrated in the setups, because we'll have some awesome jams. So if you're tuning in late, the idea is basically to have all of these tones on buttons with the Morningstar MC8 Pro. I previously was using MC8s, which have been amazing, but Tim uses MC6 Pro controllers at home. But when I get the second MC8 Pro, I'll have a duplicate setup, and then the MC8s will become free, and then Tim will be able to come over here and push all the buttons. You'll be able to jump from like McRocklin Suite to Nunchuck to Lumos, and it'll be epic.
Excellent.
So Yeah.
Yeah.
What I wouldn't give for McRocklin and Hutch, totally inspired from Lumos. That would be fun. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let me jump back into my instance of Lumos here, and we'll keep the shredding and playing just down a little bit so we can answer any questions. So we'll chat direct with the live Q&A stuff right from here, and then we'll jump back on the questions that we missed earlier. I made some presets as well. Oh, I think I'm changing you there.
All right.
It'll be interesting to see when you play what you think of my lead preset. So I just loaded this preset on your channel as well. Try it out. Give it some shred. See what you think. So that's Tim's guitar. My guitar. So two. Oh no. Yours is an Osiris, mine's a Zeus.
Yeah.
I think my track level is a little bit less volume, so.
Yeah.
There's some synthwave lead stuff in there. Neon shred line. Shred. It's tones like that, so that's using the rhythm tone with some drive. I'll load that same preset for you, Tim, and I think with your legato flavors, I think that will work really well. Let's go to your track and load it. So it's called, what was it called on the leads? Phrase Supreme. Legato for days. Right, let's get some questions. So Chili said earlier there was some questions saved. Let me see if they're on Discord, or I'll search in the... Should we jump around back to the normal angles? So we can use normal camera angles. And then...
we can do a little bit of the chat.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright. Yeah, yes, if you're watching, do hit that thumbs up button. It helps more viewers to see the stream. So Q colon. This is all of the Q colons. So is anything in here that you cannot remember answering? We got that one.
Yeah.
McRocklin sweet plans. Chris, this is a question from earlier. Can't go into much of the specifics, but I can tell you that we're going to jump right ahead to version 2.0, which means exciting stuff.
So we've done a lot of these because I remember Sean's.
Yeah.
I remember Arch.
Got that one.
Yeah. One.
That is correct. Yep. That would have been around the time that I was right on the final stages, Chris. Hey, we've got a few Chris's today. Okay. The lead channel has a lot of mid-range built in. Is that by design and what? So you might have to think what speakers is used as standard. So if, for example, you really like the rhythm, a default feeling of the sort of the mid-range, the mid-range speaker and config of the amp is designed to just hit and sound good in a track straight away. And for mids, often it's like it's a very difficult balance to get the mid-range, you know, without sounding honky or boomy. But there's 3 different ways that you can play around with the mid. You can use the mid itself. You can choose the speaker. You can go to the mastering EQ or even shape EQ. The mid-range on shape EQ is quite gentle, or you can get the full ultimate control with speaker voice edit. I'll show you that real quick. So just what I'm talking about there is on the lead channel, obviously we have the mid-range itself. We have shape EQ, which is pre or post, and that 1K is very good at just removing a gentle amount. For an even more gentle scoop, you can use, you know, anywhere between kind of 750 and 2K, say, to just pull some out of that mid-range. Or you can jump into the speaker and click edit, and you can actually edit the actual voicing of the speaker in very fine increments. So you'll find a lot of the presets, they start off by choosing an actual speaker that suits the sort of goal of the sound, and then gentle fine tuning with the speaker voice edit. Is that your approach, or?
Yeah, so speaker voice edit's great because, you know, when you're mixing guitars and you'll use something like Pro EQ to like notch out those ringing frequencies,
Yeah,
you always end up round about like 3 to 4K.
Yeah.
Tight bell, and then you
Yeah.
notch it out.
Yeah.
Don't have to do that because you can do it in the amp.
Direct in
which
speaker.
Is great. It's the cleanest way to do it.
And then you can just save it as your preset as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's scroll down. Does spill work between presets? The delay and reverb will spill over. Yes. Obviously, if you go from one preset that has like a totally different reverb, that's not the best scenario. But the patch changing, like if you were jamming in a live situation, is very, very, very quick. Pretty much instantaneous. The McRocklin suite is probably the fastest switching if you want to have like one product that just jump. But I mean the nunchuck, you can barely tell any gaps between presets at all. And same for Lumos, like when you're playing over a track, it just sounds seamless. But the reverbs will trail over as well. Oh, we did that one. Yeah, so we got that one. That's actually a very good question that should be answered. Now you finished your tea, but we can simulate some legato and holding of a cup. Now what I need to do is just make sure you got that tone still.
Right.
Is that very legato? So yeah.
I lose a bit of my muting, but doable.
Doable. Is Lumos the project you were telling us about a month or so ago that would complement legato playing and make it sound picked? Yes, it would have been. Yes. Oh, okay. These are the questions from other people that Chili's put together. I was thinking Chili. Yeah. Yeah. So we got those. We got those. All right. Awesome. Yeah. We got the recap from Chili as well. Cool. There's a preset that I want to show you guys. That's really interesting, and Tim, I'll be interested to see your thoughts as well.
Okay.
I think it's in the presets of breakup or low gain, I think, yeah. neck magic pickup. Okay, check this out. That's your instance of the presets, I think. Yes. I'm still on the phrase supreme, so you have to make sure you're on the low gain and load this preset. It's almost... Oh, it is, yeah, it's a match. Yeah, it's almost like a flute, right? Yeah. But if I change to the bridge pickup... Stratton Marshall is here, folks. Everyone say hi to Stratton. Look at that.
Hello.
Yeah, so it's a setup and it's achieved in the gain amp. If you really back the gain down, so right here it's using a lot of compression, a reasonable amount, but the gain is very low. It's when you use very, very low gain settings. I don't know how low you can get. But it's very interesting. It's just a really fun little hidden thing when you play with neck pickups, especially smoother sounding neck pickups with very low gain from the amp, and as you bring in more gain it really kind of starts to open up. I love how the amp reacts to the volume knob in general. Yeah, a lot of the tones you roll back, and I'd recommend keeping the gate like quite low.
Yeah.
On Lumos, in terms of don't set the gate for like volume up, as in like there it's playing, as in like you can see how low the gate is set on that preset. It's only on 2 because you want to set the gate for like volume off.
Yeah.
So that way you can Alright. So guys, we played like what? Well, we've been on for about an hour and a bit. If anyone has any questions on Lumos, it is our new plugin from PolyChrome DSP. Where do I have a recap? It is this lovely fella here, based around 4 epic channels with super clean. You've got the console channel, the clean channel, the rhythm and lead. 2 pages of pre-effects, including the brand new funk filter and the updated compressor, geo shift for inspirational, dual mode drive, tremolo with ramp. As we get into the post effects, as we heard earlier, Some epic tones. 20 speakers with speaker voice edit, all the filters and room. Dual mode EQs with pre and post position on the shape EQ. And there is the family shot. Say hi. Plenty out the door. Hello, Lumos.
You should be on the shopping channel, Thomas.
On the shopping channel.
Yeah.
I should put a little laptop at the end of that video so it jumps to the laptop shot. Almost exactly the same color as my Kiesel. I had a Kiesel color once, that color. I think it was called Tropical.
Oh, what colour's that? Tropical.
Like,
which Kiesel's that?
I had it on loan once. It was when I was first sent the original Osiris.
Oh, the green
which
one.
is the transparent one, yeah. As in the guitar's not transparent, it's like trans aqua, I think it is, the finish. But then they sent that out as a loaner. This is like years ago when I first started playing Kiesel. It was pretty cool, but the neck was a standard Kiesel neck, and I was
Now has it gone back?
Yeah, this was like 8 years ago or something like that, a long time ago. But the color was cool though. Yeah, thin necks, gotta have thin necks.
Yeah.
You probably haven't tried a Kiesel with a non-thin neck.
No, I haven't. They've all been.
Yeah. Rounder and bigger than what you'd imagine.
Like a Gibson type thing, but maybe thicker at the top.
Not a million miles away. Not exactly the Gibson shape, but like that kind of. Yeah, like.
Is your hammer like that kind of feel?
Yeah. Like I would have thought the thin profile is just the default because so many guys must shred riffs, want a thin neck.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, that was a while back. I think it was Zeus in the tropical finish. Oh, the pics are flying. All right, question from Alex. A dangerous question, so I apologize in advance. Hyper Kiesel never making a comeback. No plans. No. Not a dangerous question. All right. Any questions for Tim? We have Tim sitting in the hot seat, and I could even give you guys the speed questions. You like a bit of speed questions?
Speed questions.
JC, thank you.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, yeah. Whilst you guys are typing that out like crazy, I was thinking it would be cool to do some Shred Club style streams in the future because Lumos took a lot of my attention for a long time. But now that Lumos is out, we can just concentrate on the playing and.
Do you think you can fit both of us in?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
If I get my pedal board just a little bit smaller, remember that time we did a test of it?
I won't be able to stand up.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be so good.
Yeah.
So. When was the last time you stood up and played?
A while, probably like 6 months or longer.
Yeah.
It's no problem, I don't think.
Oh, no, you get into it.
Yeah.
It's different feel, isn't it? It's great just to like move about and.
Yeah. So I think we'll get the pedal board sorted with the new Morningstar stuff, and then we're good. Gear rundown for your live streaming and MIDI control. There is a full video on that on McRocklin.com. It goes through every little bit from the video cameras, the capture cards, the whole production side of things, everything. I will be doing another video for McRocklin.com as well as a YouTube video how I'll be using the MC8 Pro because I think it's super cool the way it's coming together. It's taken like 3 weeks sitting on the couch watching TV like, oh, I could do that.
How do you concentrate on the TV and do that?
Put background YouTube on the TV and stuff. Yeah, and then once you figure out the flow, it's amazing. I'm so excited to get another MC8 Pro for this rig. And this pedal board will just go woof. And that's the magic, Tim.
Yeah, they're great.
Because you'll have one of these MC8s.
And I'll have.
We'll be flying.
Yeah.
be flying. I see a Morningstar signature model in your future. I like the guys over there. I think they're really good. We've had a few calls, like, which must be super late for them, because I'm in the UK and they're like many hours ahead. I was on a call.
Where are they based? Indonesia, is it?
Singapore, I believe. Singapore, yeah. Yeah, I was on a video call with them the other day, and the poor guy was sitting in the kitchen with his daughter. And I was like, oh God, I feel so bad. And I'm like, so how can I do this? And here's the scenario showing them Ableton, and then they're like, yeah. But yeah, they're great. And the MC8 Pro is just super cool. So I think what I'm actually going to do is, I know people will want to see the actual pedal board, so I'm going to put a camera permanently on the pedal board for this stream.
I've thought about doing that.
And then people, you know, it's harder to explain, but if I put a camera on and go boof, 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 people will be like, oh, okay, yeah. Now I'm getting some noise through someone's mic.
Oh, yeah, look. What's that? No, that's the music, isn't it?
No, that's the mics, actually.
Is it?
Let's see. Check.
Check.
A lot of static.
Yours.
Let me turn it on and off. Check. I see it bouncing around.
Yeah, check 1, 2. It's on mine as well, isn't it?
The receiver is saying low.
Alright.
Let me charge it real quick. Is it gone? Alright guys, I presume you can hear this mic. So Tim, why don't you come over this side and we'll share this mic for the final few minutes, and we'll charge your mic up if you pass me yours. There we go. Okay. We'll give it
Wonderful.
give it a second and we'll turn that one off. Oh, it's gone red, Tim.
Oh, look at that. I wonder how long they take to charge.
Yeah, this is... Oh, I think it's the actual receiver. It's actually this thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the mics, right? Okay, so... Guys, can you hear us?
Check 1, 2.
We're good? This is going to be like an interview with a mic here. Static is gone. Any coupons for live? We don't have any coupons because we only have the intro price, which is the best possible price. We try and launch it at a special intro price, you know, just as a sort of thank you to everyone, but 40% off at launch. Like that's a lot off. So yeah, it's on the intro price. Okay, you can hear great. Okay. Yeah, intro prices are pretty fire if you're on the fence. Yeah, the intro prices, I think it's like
how much percent was it off?
40% off.
That's a lot, isn't it? That's a lot. 40%'s loads. It's nearly half price.
It's almost half price at launch, yeah. So there you go. Lumos is out now. PolyChromeDSP.com. Check it out. Any chance some of the lighter features, such as delay, could be an upgrade for other plugins? Absolutely. So probably there's certain things that will come to everything. Everything will come together. Speaker voice edit, for example. Spill. Even things like eventually maybe a metronome in the standalone app and stuff, you know. The intro price is nuts. The intro price is nuts, Hutch.
It's crazy.
Maybe we should get real close.
Right. Okay, it's crazy.
There we go. I think that's probably good for both of us right here.
Yeah, right. We can manage like this. Right.
Yep.
Okay.
And we can always go on the GoPro as well.
There we
we
go.
go. Look at that. Alright guys, this is the closest you might find me and Tim in a long time. There we go. Right here. You can hear... oh, okay. You bought it. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate that. Everyone else that's picked it up. Yeah. It was wild because I was working on the launch stuff yesterday, and Luca was making sure that the site didn't go down. And...
why would the site go down?
well, you just never know when a new page launches, and this because the whole site has to update. So the hamburger menu, the sales page, the product page, the front page, the buy button, the buy completion, all these pages need to go live simultaneous. And there's no real live way of testing them until they go live.
Oh.
So Luca was monitoring that with Harlan. I was updating all the descriptions and thumbnails because all the videos were like teasers. So we needed actual thumbnails. So I was updating that. But within 2 or 3 seconds of the premiere, like the first bunch of people had already ordered it. I was like, oh, these guys ain't messing around. It was like one chord from Andre.
Right.
I was like, oh. And it's like, okay, it's working. The buy button's working. It's completing. It's like, it's not broken. We did have one issue.
What was it?
On the bottom of Lumos, the bottom buy button, about 4 people accidentally bought Nunchuck.
Oh, right.
Because the buy button was to Nunchuck.
Was it? Oh, right.
But Nunchuck just so happens to be on sale.
Right.
So they got 50% off, and we switched the product for them when they sent a support ticket. They're all sorted. Everyone else like bought it in the top buy button and the product page. Yeah. So these are things that you just can't account for until like, just like until the support tickets come in. It's like, oh, yeah. Deep dive and buy button. That'll do it. Let's blame the static on Hutch's hair product. Yes. Let's do it. All right, guys. We're going to head off in just a second. If anyone has anything else, do let us know. And hopefully you're able to hear us both through the SM7B. I need to see how long those mics actually last.
Yeah.
It could be Mike. It could be kebab time indeed. Oh, nice one, Mike. Yeah, what are you guys up to this weekend? Anyone else having kebabs? Anything exciting planned? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, let's jump on Mike's. That's a great point. He said he sent a little something. Oh, he's actually DM'd it to me.
Little demo.
Okay. So everyone in chat, this is Arch Projection music here. Hopefully this will be public, as in I can play it. And hopefully it'll come through the speakers. Let me just, maybe... Drive is just horrible for music preview. You can see it's supposed to be previewing.
Quickly download it, shove it in Ableton.
I'll download it, yeah.
Boom.
Off it goes. Not in iTunes or music. Okay. Thank you, Sean. Okay, here we go. Listen to that.
Yeah, that was sounding good.
So this is, like I said, guys, in chat here, a little something that this fine gentleman has just sent over on Discord. like that hook. It's kind of,
good, isn't it?
yeah, it's like,
A bit of an oriental thing going on.
yeah. Like that. I like that half-time feel.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, that.
Really good.
Yeah, if that's not finished, you should get that finished up and get it out the door, Mike. Very cool. Lots of really nice stuff going on there as well. Now I want to jam. Well, we'll let you get on to jamming, guys. Hutch, any parting words before we shoot off?
No, it's been a blast as always, and I can't wait to get Lumos into my live shows, which will be Monday.
Yes. And if you're not subscribed to Tim, make sure you do check his channel out. Streaming frequently, especially vertical. I catch your vertical lives.
It's all vertical.
All vertical.
There's just
okay.
more people there.
Yeah, I like it. I'm going to try it myself as well because I've got two setups now, which I think will work well, and just like vertical, like the downstairs setup, especially.
I just totally
Instant.
love that camera, that Osmo.
Oh yeah, I've seen it tracking you around and stuff. Yeah.
It's just good.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to get one now.
I think you should.
Yeah. Thank you. Working on finish that up. Lumos is a major inspiration. Thank you, man. Glad you're enjoying it. Those chord hooks, very, very cool. Very nice. Guys, if you have any questions, don't be shy. Jump on the Discord. That's my Discord. polychromedsp.com/Discord. If you just want to be focused on Polychrome stuff and you want to know more about the plugins, or you have a question, or you have riffs to share that you've made with a Polychrome plugin, or whatever it might be, polychromedsp.com/Discord is that. So the website here /Discord, and you can come chat with fellow tone enthusiasts and everyone else. Yeah, I watch Hutch's streams almost every morning while eating breakfast.
What a way to start the day.
It's usually coffee, that I've got. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you, Chris. Ender. That's a good word. Ender. I like it. Ender plugin. Yeah. Thanks, Chris, and everyone else. And do hit the thumbs up, guys. And more regular streams pretty soon, and some fun variation stuff. If we can get the Shred Club running again, that'd be fun. Go absolutely mental.
Really good fun.
Yeah, have a blast, So speaking of blast, have a great weekend, everyone, and we see you soon. All right, take care, everyone.
Bye,
guys. Wait a minute. We need the professional ending. The professional ending.